All right, yo, peep game. This right here is some ginger. I'm slicing this ginger up, right? Because it's getting cold. All right? And if you're actually a melanated person, meaning you're black, and it's cold outside, so I'm just going to dump this in that pot. Get in there. Get up right now. Close that up. That's just some spring water with some ginger up in there. I got brewing right now. That right there is my yang tonic. This right here, I got a bag full of these. These are Brazil nuts. These Brazil nuts here, what they got in them is they got selenium. Selenium, what it does is it helps greatly with breast cancer. Greatly with breast cancer. I actually posted a video on my page about a doctor that was actually exposing chemotherapy, and he actually brought up selenium and how beneficial it would actually be for women to use for breast cancer. But also for men, what this does is just two of these are packed so rich with selenium that if you just take two of these a day as a man, these will increase your testosterone. Okay? Just two. I got mine. I take like 4 of these a day. Like if I see them, I'll just go and snack on one. And they're so potent that you'll actually notice that if you eat 2 of them, eating a third or a fourth one is kind of overdoing it. You get like this weird taste in your mouth. You know what I'm saying? And what a lot of people don't know and understand is you will actually, there are actually fruits, vegetables, nuts, and seeds. They actually have enzymes in them that will literally tell you when to stop eating them. Don't think for a second that, you know, you're eating these oranges and you're eating the oranges and then your mouth starts burning for no reason. Your mouth starts burning because nature is telling you to stop eating them. The same thing with pineapples. Your mouth starts burning because nature is telling you, okay, you're just about done. That's your serving right there. And the same thing with these nuts. You wouldn't even have to tell yourself just to eat 2 nuts, but you'd go to reach in there. You eat 1, you eat 2, and then the third one, after that, they don't really taste too good. So after 2, they pretty much done. What I do, though, with the tonic that I got is I'll combine it. You know what I'm saying? I'll take this right here, and I'll just use the ginger water, and I'll make my tea with the ginger water. You know what I'm saying? Or I'll take the ginger water, and I'll use this, you know, Get Clean Detox and Herbal Tea right here. You know, just to cleanse out and use the ginger. Okay? The reason I use the ginger, though, the main reason I use the ginger, though, is for this. Check it out. If you're a white person, you have a sulfur nitrogen exchange in your body that makes a byproduct of ammonia. Your physiology is not the same as a black person. It is not the same. Okay? That is why white people can go outside in the wintertime. It'd be ice cold. You see them in Russia and they dipping in the ice cold water and they doing their little polar bear run and they doing all that. It's because they're built for that. Okay? If you go and you look at windshield washer fluid for your car that says -20, you know, what does it say? With ammonia in it. Okay? Anybody knows if you put ammonia in something, it doesn't freeze. You understand? And the byproduct in their body of sulfur and nitrogen creates a byproduct of ammonia. Meaning they literally have ammonia floating around in their blood, which gives them a natural antifreeze. So to all the black people out there, it's just like, man, I always wonder why my white friend is just out here just rocking with these shorts. Like, shit's cool. And it's like, you know, 0 degrees outside. And it's because they're built for that. You get what I'm saying? That's the way their physiology is constructed. They can actually do that. Us, we're not. You know, it's the flip side. If it's 90 degrees outside and the sun is beaming outside and white people go outside, as soon as that sun hits them, they're dying. That sun is destroying their cells. That sun is attacking their skin. That sun is hitting them at every single angle. You get what I'm saying? But once that sun goes away and then the cold comes in, everything flips. Okay? Now it's the reverse for us. So if you go outside now as a black person, what's happening is your energy is being stripped from you. Okay? It's not as sunny. Your melanin is not being fed. It's not hot. You can't. Heat expands things. You can't expand. If you cannot expand, you can't generate energy. Anytime you look at any kind of plant anywhere with a smokestack, any factory anywhere, those dudes are not using coal to create anything. Nobody, you can't use coal to create anything. You just can't do that. You know, understand that the gas industry, the plastic industry, all these industries, the metal industry, everything that builds everything, you and I both know heat needs to be applied to it to either break down the components, or heat needs to be applied to it to weaken up the molecules so that they can be rebonded together with other molecules. That's either melting it down and rebonding, or taking one metal and bonding it to another, or welding. But you see the point here. Heat is very, very necessary. Heat is life. It creates things. Heat makes things move. It makes things grow. It's an active. It's life. Cold is death. Okay? If you're a melanated being, you can get as much cold as you want to get. You can get as much heat, as much sun as you want to get. If you're a melanated individual, you can be 90, I've been outside in 100, 110 degrees. You're just going to be hot. You just going to be, drink some water, you're just going to be hot. That's it, you're going to be hot. But put it on the flip side and let it be, 0 degrees outside or 10 degrees outside. And you don't have the proper equipment to maintain your body core temperature. You will die. Okay, so you got to understand your environment and what it means to you. All right, because when you are, say, in the cold, right, the energy is spinning off of you. All right, it's spinning off and away. When it's summertime, the energy is spiraling into you. Okay, and you expand. That's why in the summertime, you'd walk around and chest pumped out, you're up, you're out, you're expanded. In the wintertime, as soon as you go outside, what do? It's cold, you shrink right up. That's what you do. And naturally, because heat makes things expand, cold makes things contract. But don't think of everything on, one level. Think of it on two levels, because this is happening to your cells. This is happening to your organs inside your body. Everything is gringing up because of this cold. Everything is under more pressure because of this cold. Everything is under more stress because of this cold. Your blood vessels, what I just now did, your blood vessels do that too. They squinch up on your fingertips and all that and everything. So imagine if you're not leading a good life with a good diet and your blood vessels are doing this. What does that mean? If you had a clot in your blood vessel and it was that big and the blood was flowing in there, and now your blood vessels tense up and you got a clot, what could happen? You could possibly have a stroke. You get what I'm saying? That's just simply because you're actually out of your environment. So it's very intelligent to know your environment and understand the people that are around you. You understand, if you, say, had lost something up in the hill or lost somebody, out in the cold, and you wanted to go look for them, my suggestion would be not to take, don't take any black people to go look with you, because that's not a smart idea. You'd want a team. And if you've ever seen somebody that's lost outside in the cold and they're freezing, a team of black people don't go find them, man. It's a team of white people, because they're physiologically, they are built to handle that. All right? If somebody is lost or stranded out in the desert, you don't want to take a team of white people with you out into the desert to go, no, that's not a good idea. You might lose one or two. No, you want to take some dark, deep, melanated nomads out there into the desert. You know what I'm saying? And, this doesn't have to, this ain't got nothing to do with race. This has to do with chemistry. Understand, this isn't race. This is chemistry. A lot of people, everybody, you're always throwing stuff around about this race and that race. And, white people smell funny and they just smell like white dog. And they just that and the... That's, you're saying they smell like that, but you don't understand the physiology of why or what's actually behind that. Because just like we have our superpower, they got theirs. We're in a reality of, we live in duality. You know what I'm saying? And the planet has balanced everything out. You understand? That's why everything is constructed the way everything is constructed. You up here in the north, as a melanated person, you don't even know you're not even supposed to be up here. Like, we're stuck up here. Any animal that knows their physiology just knows that when the weather changes, they just bounce. You know what I'm saying? If y'all ever notice with the animals, they don't sit around and, wait for it to get freezing cold and da-da-da. They'll just leave. And some of them, instead of leaving, they'll just go and dig a hole with their environment, and they'll just sleep through that until things get better. And then they'll come back out. But, the idea is you got to just tap in and make sure you're doing what it is you're supposed to be doing. Now, this video I'm making here is I'm making this ginger yang tonic because the yang energy and the ginger with the element of fire. All right, ginger is yang, fire, male, yang. If you're a male and you want to generate fire in your body, what you want to do is you want to have a yang herb, or you want to eat yang food. Understand? Or you want to do yang things. All right, because these things will increase the yang / fire energy inside you. I remember when I went to go, I forget, my boy was fixing a house up somewhere in Liberty, New York, and he was like fixing a house in there, and I was in the house for like 3-4 days, and there was no heat. But what we had water and we had ginger. Every day I just woke up and it was ginger tea, ginger tea, ginger tea, ginger tea. And what it does is ginger will do the same equivalent for you that, say, alcohol would do. That's why when it's cold outside, you go, oh, take a shot of alcohol, take a shot of alcohol. Why? Because what happens is the alcohol goes inside your body, breaks down, has a nitrogen. You break it down, and once you break down the alcohol, the byproduct of that is the ammonia, which in turn makes your blood like antifreeze. You understand? That is why people go outside, they want a shot of whiskey, and also alcohol in itself in your blood will naturally make it antifreeze. It will also resemble, the ammonia in your blood, because alcohol also doesn't freeze. But you can do that with ginger. Understand? You can do that with ginger because ginger is a yang herb. All right. I just wanted to make this video because a lot of people right now, especially a lot of melanated people, are posting videos about being cold and freezing. And I can honestly to me, y'all posting videos about being cold, I just feel y'all constricting. I feel y'all pulling back, because what happens with the cold a lot of times is it forces you to constrict, pull back, and you don't want to come out. You don't want to do anything. You kind of start pulling into yourself. And I'm making this video so that you can get out there and just try and understand what it is you're doing. If you're going to go outside in the cold, just make sure you're really, really warm and you're prepared for it. Don't try and tackle the cold and handle the cold, because in all honesty, you're just going to lose. You're just going to stress out your immune system. All right. A lot of people think it's like cold. It's like flu season. It's not. It's just that right now your immune system is under attack by the environment in itself. You're not getting any sun, and the cold is just stripping you of any energy you got left before you even get out the house, before you make it to your car. So the idea is find ways to eat and drink so that you can naturally create like a thermogenesis inside your body, where you're naturally warming yourself from the inside so that you're not going out all day long and just consistently losing energy. All right? Later.